and Zareth Kog'Maw bans. So Janet and Kog'Maw definitely don't want them to be played, apparently, for Raise Your Weapon, so they will not be seen. And Zareth, so good last game, one of Boss Kyle's best characters. He is banned, and so there's a first pick Rammus. So Rammus was not banned this time. We will see Rammus, and that's going to be very, very scary. Could have actually had a pretty good Rammus last game, probably the best Rammus we saw all day of any Rammus that were able to make it out of bans. And then here we go. Apparently, Raise Your Weapon likes their old good dual combo Vayne Sona, so they're going to go back to that. Sanctified used to main Sona all the time, so he's very, very comfortable with her. And then Dexter loves his Vayne, so back to the old school for those two. You know what I would say, Albert Davis? I would say next time, I would say April 28th. You know what? Get a team together, get 5 people, come down to Game Breakers in Auburn, and then you will get to play Singed on stream, and I will actually double-click on you so it focuses on you. I will zoom in 100%. I'll just follow you the entire game and cast the game from that point of view, if you like. If you are joining this is the Game Breakers tournament at Game Breakers in Auburn. Raise Your Weapon, purple team on the right. And Team Matt Damon, the blue team on your left. It was a very, very cool tournament. A lot of cool people showed up. Sivir Soraka again. So you're going to go back to that lens. We have a rematch of bot lane from last time. Vayne running that cleanse. Dexter, not a really big fan of buying QSS, so we're just going to run cleanse and just forgo that item buying process. And Matt, might be back on to Mordekaiser, but he's going to go and say no. He's actually going to be on to Kennen. His Kennen actually is pretty good from what I've seen in the past. And Highwind feeling good about that Warwick play. He's going to stick with it this time. Get something to work good. And goodbye again to TK Rain again. Thanks for coming and helping me out.
Yes, this is TK Rain. I'm signing out.
It's almost like you're dying. So Morgana pick. Oh, Morgana, so good. I mean, she's actually escaped through a lot of the ban scenarios. And when she gets played, she's just so frustrating to play against. She can push the lane really, really hard. And then she's just so good in team fights. Black Shield and her ult, so potent. Dark Bindings can be very, very clutch if you land them correctly. And Modelminer going Shyvana. You know, he feels like Shyvana is pretty OP top. So he's going to run that, see if that works out for him. So far, he hasn't been able to get an advantage in top like he has the past few games. So we'll see if maybe he can do it with Shyvana. And what will the last pick be? An Udyr. Ooh, this is the classic pick for Raise Your Weapon. Matt plays a mean Udyr. It's very, very tanky and unkillable. Should be an interesting matchup. We saw this matchup earlier. Actually, Model Minority actually played against Udyr earlier today in the tournament and actually crushed him. So hopefully Matt can actually show something different here. Different outcomes. 15 seconds waiting for that 3-minute timer. Then we will reveal the summer spells. You guys can check that out. And there we have it. We're going to hop over here. You will be able to see the summer spell, so let's take a look again. So Vayne's going to go cleanse again, like I said earlier. He's going to forgo that Quicksilver Sash. Doesn't want to deal with anything with that. And then we have an exhaust from Soraka, but the thing is that cleanse can actually, the exhaust actually can be cleansed out by Dexter, so that's actually a huge advantage for them bottom lane. That exhaust is essentially a dead spell in that sort of trade. But the main key point of taking cleanse, though, is actually to get out of the Rammus taunt, because the Rammus taunt is going to be huge to deal with. That actually does look a lot like Joe at End of Summerland. Although it's kind of weird how his face... That's a really quick Photoshop. I like the Photoshop. Highwind actually has a stalker now. It's official. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, staying with us throughout this tournament. Again, this is a best of 3, the semifinals of the Game Breakers LAN tournament, and so far it's tied up 1-1, so this game will decide who moves on. And they will move on to the finals, which will be another best of 3, and that will decide who is the winner of this tournament. Again, check out our social media, which will be in the left corner after the screen. When we go back to full screen, and enter it and like, subscribe to our Facebook, follow us on twitch.tv. After this, we will do a random drawing, and one of our lucky subscribers, winners that subscribe to us, will get a Riot Points card. So go do that. It's free. It's awesome. Supports us. We like to support the community and esports. And so it's one big happy circle. And meanwhile, you have a chance to win yourself some Riot Points. And we do lots of contests all the time, pretty much almost every tournament, and throughout for our fans. We're going to do some special stuff for our fans coming up here soon. So stay tuned. And all these games will be on our YouTube tomorrow morning, youtube.com/RaiseYourWeaponMedia. So you will be able to check them out in all their glory. Every game that you've missed so far. We've casted a lot of games, more than the standard games, because people weren't able to play at the same time. So we were able to cover extra games on top of the normal setup. So hope you go check those out. Enjoy them. Just wait down. So last time we actually saw great buff control from RaiseYourWeapon. The blue stealing was very, very big for them. Morgana can survive without blue, though. Not quite a Cassiopeia. So there you go. Bottom left corner. Check out our social media sites. Go like, subscribe to them after the game, before the game, whatever you do. Just sometime before the end of the finals, and we will do a random drawing and give you guys some RP cards. Get yourself some skins, get yourself champions, show it off to your friends, all that good stuff. Ninja Ramus has plus 5% movement speed, so you gotta watch out for that. And his power ball is also silent, so very, very deadly. Gotta watch out for that. Gonna see a quick start here by Team Matt Damon. See where they're gonna go with this. Ramus taking up the rear. So if they're going to ping towards top, they want to do an invade on red. This actually is a pretty common invade strategy. They want to try to probably feed Shyvana red. And meanwhile, RaiseYourWeapon is getting ready to defend this at the same time. Warwick's actually going to maybe beat them to try, but nope, he's not going to run up that way. So they're going to back off real quick. Don't necessarily know where they're going to head with this. Don't know what they expected to see when they ran over there. And invade incoming.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I imagine they're going to feed Shyvana this red, if anything. Shyvana actually splitting off. That's actually a bad split. I mean, if Ramus actually face checked that by himself, he would have been horribly destroyed. Like, that could have been so, so bad. Just standard blue defense here from RaiseYourWeapon. Matt's going to blue pill back. It's a safe move, the smart move. We are going to see the same from Soraka. She's going to blue pill back. Meanwhile, Silver seems she's going to run straight across. Be very unfortunate for her if she actually ran into a brush gank here or something. Will not have time to do the golden trick. Just standard starts from both jungles at this point. No stealing involved at all, just a quick little invade. Both teams get in the lane. Here we are back again. Last time we saw Minority play against Udyr again, he was very, very strong. Had great CS over him, was killing him at will. Had a lot of good ganks though from his gank partner. But I think they also might have had the Rammus in the game too. But Rammus, you know, so far from Kuno has been pretty strong. Expect good play for him. Has been was very key in their game that they ended up winning at the end against Guk. Sorry, Samgupsfall. I don't know. It's hard for me to pronounce. But anyways, that game was pretty epic. And his Rammus play was actually really key in the end. Getting in there, getting constant taunts onto his enemies. But, you know, Kennen actually can play pretty safe. You know, he can actually, could get flash powerball onto here and taunted. Needs to be careful. Lightning rushes away. Perfectly safe. Nope, flash popped. Dodges the Dark Binding. Missed with that Shuriken toss. So close. We'll stack another thing. Doing good damage actually to Morgana here. Morgana actually heavily pressured from Kennen. Again, a heavy push and zoning game from Dexter and Sanctified. Definitely a very strong bot lane. Shyvana's pushing this very hard against Udyr. Looks like Udyr is favoring Tiger, Stance, and Turtle just to try to survive here. Basically doing a good job of last hitting here. Actually under turret. Almost, yeah, pretty much almost picked up every CS of that turret. So great job by him. Great composure. Mistake last time being pointed out by the Udyr player going to Phoenix and actually getting pushed around. And there comes Rams in. Very deep. Is RaiseYourWeapon. Who is he going to taunt? He's going to taunt Vayne. Actually not the correct target. But they're not even there to follow it up, so it doesn't much matter. The lane has actually been reset anyway, so not a big deal actually. Just giving him a little bit of breathing room. Ram is actually getting ready for possibly another gank. Soraka out of place. Not able to come in and help out. Just going to see him back out here. Swear lane's pretty even here. Matt trying to keep up with Shyvana. Shyvana just can keep pushing this lane into the tower, and then what she wants to do is after she keeps doing this, it sends Udyr back. She's also going to keep rotating constantly on Udyr, going into encountering the enemy's jungle. Warwick smelling a little bit of blood here, and Kennen's been doing a great job harassing Morgana. Morgana really low on mana. Can't farm, can't push. So great work by Kennen. The Shyvana burnout is down right now, so we'll see a bear stance stun from there, and now he's going to have the harsh reality of the fact that Highwood is on his tail, but Burnout back up, and so hard to catch her just because of that. The speed buff and the damage is very good for trades. Some interesting things right there. I mean, you can actually play with the creep line, you know, by aggroing and doing all sorts of stuff. But actually, it's pretty interesting in freezing lanes. There's a lot of high-level tactics you can do by pulling aggro, or just getting the train to follow you and move around. Top right now looking like a farm fest. On Minority with finally with the CS advantage. Normally, typically has been having that, but we're catching back up due to that Warwick help. And Sivir pretty low on mana, but the thing, you know, about Vayne that actually is really good against Sivir. So the Silverbolts actually can't be spell shielded, so you can actually just go straight through that. No problem. Rammus trying to do some counter jungling. Udyr rotating down. Gonna place a ward. Gonna probably see Rammus coming up here in this rotation. We'll see him. Powerball incoming. He should know this is coming, but he hasn't reacted yet. Trying to run out of this with Bear Stance. Flashes over the top. Gonna get slowed. And stunned. There we go. Ult from Shyvana. Getting run down here. Trying to get away from this. Not gonna be enough damage on Udyr. Udyr luckily tanky enough to escape this. Using that Bear Stance. Running away very quickly. A little bit of damage from them, but just not enough damage to deal with Udyr. Dexter doing a good job last time. He bought 58 CS. The Silver's 27 again. Huge CS advantage for Dexter, and it's just his the advantage that RaiseYourWeapon's going to have in all these games. And probably one of the weaknesses of Team Matt Damon at this point. RaiseYourWeapon's have a lot of time in the kitchen working on this, played a lot together, so their teamwork bottom and just like their experience is very, very, very fleshed out. Gonna lose that siege minion to the tower. Small little victories add up. 63 CS to Morgana's 40, so you know Kennen actually doing good work out CSing Morgana at this point. He's gonna eat a Dark Binding. Things going down at the Tri-Brush. Possibly looking at maybe placing a war there in the upcoming minutes. And yeah, this is what we are going to see. Make sure they have their rear covered. Rammus is going back now. Warwick has his Madrids. Harder gold from Rammus, going to get some extra health, some tankiness, and get some gold over time. Helps him get farmed up. Boots 2 and double blades for Vayne. She's going to be super, super effective. Attack speed again. One of Vayne's strengths because she has the silver bolts that can deal true damage. So attack speed is very, very good for her. Now we're going to see a double gank up top on Shyvana. There we go. First stun. Infinite dress onto him. Will he be able to escape out of this? Could see a dragon form if he was really in trouble, but he should be able to easily escape. Coming back in now. Pretty bold play, but no more CC for her. So Rammus now actually on to Dragon, and it looks like Matt Damon's going to go for the early Dragon. RaiseYourWeapon trying to maybe collapse in on this. They see it is going down, and teleport incoming, so there will be a 5-man Dragon. They're just going to seal that with the Shyvana running in there, and this will guarantee their Dragon. Again, you know, oh wow, Rammus almost falling to Dragon in there, but you know, this, I mean, that is the key. This is what you know, Team Matt Damon actually has to do. Because they're always going to be behind kind of in farm, just for the mechanics of RaiseYourWeapon, just they're superior at it, then they have to get those buffs. Those objectives are super important for them, because instead of getting a lead, it just keeps them even. They can move into the game and not fall too far behind. And right now you see the gold is pretty much evened up after being in a 2k disadvantage just from farm. Udyr pushing past the turret again. When you are having a good time in top lane, you can actually push past the turret, freeze lane at the turret. Creeps will get killed by the turret, deny experience as fast as possible. You get a clear wave without being interrupted by any creeps. Warwick rotating. Get himself some golem bros. Just waiting till Dexter gets farmed up enough, and then we still see the gauge. Because Dexter, you know, he's very good. He flips that switch. You know, once he realizes he has the advantage, he goes in. He will abuse the crap out of you and not give you any room to get out or to feel safe at all. And if he knows he can win, he will go in and flip that switch and be all over you. As we saw from last game. We're doing a lot of good roaming. This pink ward right here is very, very good. Actually, you should know there isn't a lot of wards here. And Rammus thinking about maybe going in to Kennen, but he's just going to back out. Rotate over here, heading up, trying to check blue, going to check wolves. No, he's not. To reset that timer for himself. Udyr does not have his teleport up yet. It's almost back up. Meanwhile, Shyvana actually not even half done off cooldown, so she still has a while to wait. Once Udyr's up, they actually will have advantage for map objectives. Teleport actually one of the longest cooldowns in Leland for summer spells. The active summer spells it uses is definitely the longest, longer than Flash even. And the key to Kennen too when you're playing Kennen is one, keeping that passive to put down extra marks, and two, it's also, you know, you gotta land your shurikens in fights because that's a lot of your damage because you do max shuriken first. So if you miss your shuriken in your combo, it takes away a lot of your DPS. So you have to make sure you land this. Start placing a smart ward in this far Tri-Bush, make sure she can see the incoming ganks. Model Minority has to do an 86 CS to Udyr's 86, so they're dead even at this point. Probably the best top solo match he's had so far. Highwind waiting around for blue buff to respawn. Remus running all nimbly. Mike see a counter jungle. Looks like he might come around onto Kennen, but Kennen will see this actually. Yeah, he easily sees this. Gonna back out, and now Warwick all over onto blue. Rammus is rotating over this. He is gonna steal it and get out of this probably safely. He's gonna run up and around. This is a very smart path. Rammus is actually gonna be none the wiser, although he did see the creeps move, so maybe he thought they were around Morgana. Looking around, they think he has to be here somewhere, but lo and behold, he did run the correct path. It was a very, very smart move. Very, very smart path from running out of that. Blue pinging there as if he was there. Great job actually by Highwind there. Very heads up play. Dexter, seeing that the support is gone, no heals inbound, so he is going to be super aggressive onto her. Meanwhile, Soraka is separated, so there is going to be a condemn against the wall. Exhausted, though, on the hunt, chasing him down. Team heals coming in from both sides, but in comes Kennen. There's going to be huge stuns going down. Stuns onto both players. We're going to focus on to Soraka first, and Kennen actually will pick up the first blood of the game at 13 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. So that is good. 1.3k advantage for RaiseYourWeapon at this point. Dexter at 113 CS, which is very, very strong at this point. We're going to actually pops her all going on there. Ignite onto Kennen. Going to get the stun off, but not going to be enough to finish her off. Now Warwick on the hunt. But there's going to be a quick flash. Dexter actually picking up a kill onto Sivir at bottom. Now Teleport coming into middle, but it's going to be canceled by Udyr. Shyvana Draken actually pulling him away from teleporting, so good move there. But Dexter, again, he flips that switch. Once he knows he has an advantage, he saw that the support was gone, instantly went on to Sivir, converted a kill. Now that the support was dead, and then decided to take out Sivir while she was alone. So smart play by him. Heavy pushers coming bottom and top. Bottom finally going to back now. Almost has a Bloodthirster organizing his items there. Wants to be clean and nice to get those Doran's Blades in the first 3 slots for luck. RaiseYourWeapon playing very, very careful this game. I noticed compared to their pass play. Trying to not make any mistakes here. Definitely want to win this game. Whoever wins this game will move on to the finals. So a lot of pressure on the time. The game's still very much even. And Soraka actually already chunked down to half health. Needs to look out. Powerball coming in. Will we see a taunt? And just out of taunt. Great condemned by Dexter, pushing Rammus away there, making sure he doesn't get caught there. Good job. And now Dragons up. Blue's pinging for like they want to do it. I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, wow. Mid just actually back. So this is actually a perfect idea. Teleport coming in. Teleport is back up again for Dragons. So they're going to 5v3 this at best. So yeah, RaiseYourWeapon just needs to go back, farm, push other lanes. Because they have no chance of Dragon again, picking up another cave, that disadvantage in a Dragon. So RaiseYourWeapon giving up advantage again, but Udyr's going to push this lane top very, very hard again. That is time that Model Minority does not have to farm. So Udyr can just push past this turret, deny him some experience, farm up some himself. And it looks like Kennen's working on that Rylai Scepter, getting that giant belt for health, and already has his Woda. Standard items. Boss Cow going to be super tanky, be able to actually afford to dive in there. Again, rotating down. Highwind being pushed out of the enemy's jungle, but did do a great job warding. Again, pink ward in this brush is very, very smart. It's a very, very common warding spot. And all sorts of pressure being put onto this turret. Dexter pacing back and forth, in and out. Doing the turret as he sees fit. The game is very, very close. Slight lead for RaiseYourWeapon. Rammus now going to go back. What is Rammus onto at this point? Going to get his Mercury Treads. Has both of his gold per 10 items. So farming that up. Dexter just really wants to finish that Bloodthirst, and he's going to become super, super crazy insane. Especially after it's farmed up. Bosco has even 149 assists. Morgana has 107, so it's a huge farm advantage actually for Bosco. Morgana is usually one of the better farmers in the game, but Bosco has been doing a great job farming against her mid, poking down, harassing her. Udyr might even get a little bit of now. 147, 146. Nope, Mono Miner is still keeping it even, doing a great job against Udyr. And HyWin again invading, trying to look for more XP to steal and whatnot. And oh, great engage. Wanted to go on to Kennen. And oh, will he get it? Misses with the grab, but still has a mark on to Morgana. Morgana's still back towards the turret. They're actually focusing on to Rammus at this point, but flash stun on to Morgana. Tiger Stance going to pick her up, toying around with, but he doesn't have any mana to follow this up, so I don't know what actually why, Bosco is running away because Mono Minority's on the hunt. Yeah, I'd run away from that too. Well, there we go. Infinite Rest onto Rammus. Rammus is super tanky. Hungry Strike coming in, but Vayne's easy going to pick that up. And now Mono Minority on the run. Flash inbound's going to be able to escape out of that. So another kill advantage from Razor Weapon. With 2k advantage again. Slight advantage. Just going to head back down and farm even more. Constantly farming, constantly pushing turrets. Might see middle turret fall at this point. Blue is back up. Shyvana wanting to do it, but Razor Weapon has a ward there. So if she starts it, she will not be able to have smite advantage. HyWin could easily steal this, and he's just waiting around for that. So middle turret will fall to the minions. Blue is up. There's been no blue pressure. It's like Rammus and Morgana are walking around now this time to do this again. HyWin just waiting to steal this. He actually has stolen this. I think he's 2 for 2 today in steals. And here we go. Will he get it? Walks over it. Oh, does not get it in time. Instead, Rammus is gonna do it. Make sure it doesn't get stolen this time. Morgana will not get it, but HyWin will not end up getting it in return. Udyr very tanky at this point. I don't think Mono Minority can deal enough damage to get him out of lane if he wanted to without help. Vayne fine down here, doing tons of damage, even eating through that heal. True damage inbound. Dexter's the huge advantage. Bottom still hasn't finished off that Bloodthirst. He's banking 2.1k at this point. And he will go back now that he's out of mana. But oh, he sees Rammus coming in. Rammus coming down. Will he be able to get out of this? He gets taunted, but there's nothing left to follow this up. He's perfectly safe. Should be able to get out of this. Boomerang Blade just barely catching. Now HyWin will get his own blue. Ken, of course, doesn't need this. And Bosco just great, just great harass onto Morgana. Has really been working her down this entire game, keeping that farm advantage. And Razor Weapons, most of their advantage actually is in farm right now. Just pure, last hitting mechanics. Which is a very, very important as you move into the higher levels of League of Legends tournament play. Standard pushing, everybody's still pushing in their lanes, farming up. 3k advantage for Razor Whip at this point. 3k flat even, count it. Still not huge, only moving into 22-minute mark of this game. Now Soraka she's heading towards Dragon with Rammus back up. They have no damage here. If they get collapsed on, gonna be a lot of trouble. Kenning coming down in behind. That was actually a mistake. No Powerball available. Infinite Dress onto Soraka. Soraka's gonna do tons of heals. Flashes over. Missed all by Sanctified. Mono Minority coming over the wall, but not actually doing a lot of damage to anybody. Dexter just on the hunt, but gets Dark Binding hitting in there, but he's just getting so much heal. It's perfectly fine. Ken's gonna come and clean up Mono Minority. Catches Morgana just on the tip there. Gonna pick it up with a Shuriken. Dexter throwing in one Silver Bolt there. Pick it up, taking her down. And now they're going to steal red as well and get dragon. That's going to be a huge swing in team goal for Raise Your Weapon. It's be very, very huge for them. And now Dexter very, very mad that he was able to go on there. Tons of heals, team heals go down, but it doesn't matter. Dexter's dealing way too much damage, diving through the turret, doesn't care about your team heals. You have been for a second, so middle turret's going to go down, dragon's going to go down, bottom turret getting kills. So so what was a 3K advantage has now swung into a 6K advantage for Raise Your Women, and they were able to steal red buffs. Dexter able to kill another turret. So very, very strong showing right now from Raise Your Weapon. And actually has a 7K advantage at this point. So and that is a magical number they're going to go back and buy, especially a lot of them. Once they spend that money, it's going to be huge. And actually, Rams is going on to Baron. There's actually a Baron fight incoming. Matt's running down into this, wants to stop this, doesn't want them to do Baron. Running in here, he's 1v4. Dark Binding just missing. He's so tanky, though. Even if they grab him here, I still have a feeling like he can escape this. And it looks like he will. Mono Barry missing there, and he actually will delay this. So very, very strong move by Matt. And now Raise Your Weapon in a good advantage. But Boss Cow caught out here a little bit. The rest of his team not in position to follow up. Very, very awkward team movement here by Raise Your Weapon. Just need to group up here at any moment. And Strock actually caught out here by Matt. Matt now into a turret. Diving into the turret. This is not a very good idea for Matt. Matt getting picked off. Way too greedy there. Way too greedy. Now Razor, and I think Highwind's too far in. They're gonna want to turn around and fight this. When will Ken choose to come in? And Vayne from the back gonna pick off Soraka before she get any heals in. Sivir wants to deal with this, but she cannot duel at all with Vayne at this point. Vayne is chunking everyone down, killing everyone. He's gonna take down Rammus. Mamonori flashing over the wall just to escape. Dexter coming from the rear unnoticed, absolutely blowing everybody up. And now we move into an AK advantage. Ken trying to find Model Minority, but he cannot find him. He's actually going to pass him just in the brush. There's the tri-bush, but hey, he was in this lower bush down there, buddy. So close to a kill. Meanwhile, Safight pushing mid. You know, most supports, they should push mid. That's their job. They're good pushers. Not really. I'm making that up. Getting back pretty soon. Probably going to pick up Shirelio's Revelry, I would believe. Give his team some more speed buff. Raise Your Weapon can actually start thinking about at this point at going Baron and possibly forcing a team fight. And without Matt's silly move at a tower, I mean, maybe it was a good bait because it actually did get Matt Damon to commit, and Matt Damon actually got taken out, punished very hard for that the positioning and thinking they could win that fight. Ram is tanky, but there's nothing there to follow it up, so not going to get anything out of this. Vayne, a very good answer to Morgana. Morgana has a lot of health, but she doesn't have a lot of ways to tank the true damage and just straight burst from Dexter. Dexter has his Phantom Dancer and his Bloodthirster already. Trading Force finished for Udyr. Rylai Scepter finished, and with a needlessly large rod for Ken. So Ken has a ton of AP, so Raise Your Weapon's advantage. They've went and bought up, so this gold advantage is effective. Meanwhile, the other team is not banking anything, but Vayne actually has an extra 2K advantage. So Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster. Sivir has a Bloodthirster and a Zeal, but on top of just that deficit, Dexter has another 2K advantage on Sivir, so that's pretty nuts. Dexter 6-0-4 with kills, 234 CS, leading the game in CS by a lot. And it's going to get even worse. Farming up that Bloodthirster. That Bloodthirster should be at max easy by now. Yes, it is. Extra 40 damage, so 100 damage for Bloodthirster, plus 25% lifesteal. That is absolutely scary. Raise Your Weapon spread out at this point. Mamonori at top, trying to push top line. Rams coming down from behind. You want to get onto this Vayne. Sanctified rotating down. Interesting placement by RaiseYourWeapon. Interesting. Wondering what they're going to do here. Dexter's not back there. Just going to push back onto this turret after they rotate up, and they're going to end up coming back down. Dexter waiting for some sight. Might try to get a 1v1 against Sivir, and now he does. Alt pop down. It'll be really hard for her to skip this. Counter flash after. Heals coming down in, but just absolutely getting chunked. One more shot. There it is. Kill by Dexter behind the turret. Condemns Rammus against the wall, but it's going to be taunted. Other turret cleanses out of it. There's that cleanse. Why he kept it. Baron incoming. Matt, everybody else on the team, 2 bottom with 1 kill up. Dexter is effectively distracted the enemy team, chunking down my kill model minority here. Doesn't have a dragon inbound. So they need to watch out. Dexter actually has a ton of lifesteal, so not going to take too much damage from this. And he is just owning bottom. Meanwhile, Baron does go down, so they do know this. They can see it on Dexter. Dexter's going to take down this turret very easily. So another turret for RaiseYourWeapon. RaiseYourWeapon about 12k at this point. Looking like they're going to move on to the finals. More turrets going down. Vayne banking almost 4k gold at this point. Straight up buy herself a Infinity Edge if she wanted to. Where's rotating around here? Just constantly rotating. Howard soloing Dragon. Dodging Dark Bindings. Dexter actually spent his money now. Has a Guardian's Angel and a Last Whisper. So coming down in with that. Because now Boscow actually being caught out a little bit here. First give it a Shredder's River going down. Boscow flashing out. Sanctified going to get picked up. Sacrifice himself. Boscow gets taunted back into the enemy team. Going to get picked out easily. So double kill advantage for them. Meanwhile, RaiseYourWeapon pushing in tons of lanes. Really don't need to do that. They just really needs to group up, and they could probably end this game if they wanted to. Just see, you know what Matt Damon can do at this point to try to stop this. Dexter can pushing bottom to pick up a Morgana kill. Dexter is pretty much godlike at this point. There's nothing anyone could do about him. They would need 5 people to try to deal with her. Really, needs so much CC. So again, if you're watching this is Game Breakers Land Center. RaiseYourWeapon versus Matt Damon. Looks like RaiseYourWeapon will win this best of 3 to move on to the finals, probably against HRNR, I believe. So that will be a best of 3 for the finals. Future tournaments that are coming up. Check out Emerald City LAN. You go check them out. It'll be next weekend, March 2nd to the 4th. Seats are still available. Enter into all the tournaments. There will be a League of Legends tournament on Saturday. Will be some sponsored stuff, events and prizes and stuff there. Also Jimmy John's food for the players, for the members. Check it out. We have links to it on our Facebook pages. We'll get a link in our chat if we can after this game. pushing on this inhib. Razor Weapon closing it out systematically at this point. Pascal picking up a kill with that ignite. Maybe image might come through, but it will. Looks like it's not going to. Oh, it will pick it up. And now, ridiculously overpowered Dexter killing another inhibitor. And still farming 310 CS. And I'm sorry, Ramus, but you have no business dealing with that vein, buddy. And bye-bye, Soraka. Not enough heals in the world, but Exhaust comes down in. Great Sanctified ult. Defending him, but Dexter's still in there. Look at all his life come back. Model Minority trying to jump onto Dexter, but it's not going to work. They get all his health back. Meanwhile, it's bursting everybody down. Matt, Tiger Stancing, pick up another kill on Model Minority. And here we go. Now the turrets are going to finally fall here. Should be very, very quickly, but apparently Razor Weapon wants some more kills. Morgana all very, very good, actually making most of Razor Weapon run now, finally. Dexter very, very low. Going to come back with that Guardian Angel, though. Iwan running for his life. Shriller's Revelry goes down. So many hits onto her. Team Heal actually going down at this point to try to save their team. Meanwhile, tons of creeps pouring in. And there we go. Kennen actually coming back in and absolutely destroying Morgana. Not able to survive at all. Should see one more shuriken on to Sivir right here. Will we see it? No, we will not. And then last turret will go down. Dexter might pick up another kill, and he will. He gets taunted. And, oh, Dexter finally falling, giving up that gold. 9-1-7, almost a perfect game. And now just need to clear out this last Nexus. 19 kills to 7 kills. Raise your weapon with almost a 20k gold advantage at this point. Very much over both teams, trying to get some extra kills here. Model Minority wants to get on the board again with another kill. He's going to back out of this after getting stunned. Has some sustained support here from Soraka to flash over the wall. There's the surrender. Great game by both teams. Matt Damon, fighting through, getting into the semifinals game, winning game 1 shockingly, but couldn't quite bring it back in the end. Razor Weapon doing a great job coming through and moving on to the finals. So we will have the final games coming for you next very, very shortly. Another best of 3 between both good teams. Both teams discussing the game that just went